Alright guys, what we have there is the Hasegawa 148 scale Phantom F4F. I'm pretty sure the Germans had the F models. I'm no Phantom expert. I built a few, and this one I was really quite happy with the way this one turned out. This one is 5 years ago. Now we'll do a quick zoom in. You can kind of see that it's fairly heavy weathered. I tend to build clean tanks, but aircraft, I tend to weather them up. I like the look of the crusty aircraft that's been in operation for 20 years, such as these Phantoms. This, I believe, this one is the very last, one of the last deployments of the Phantoms before that they were, for the most part, replaced by the Eurofighter. Now this kit is fairly much stock. I believe I did replace the factory seats with some resin models. Don't ask me what they were because I don't remember. It's really difficult to get inside to show cockpits on this. The underwing stores. I wanted to do the underwings as rough and tumble as everything else. Now, if anyone's ever built the Phantom, you know how fragile those back ailerons are, and well, this one parted company. This one basically, literally broke off and fell right in the friggin' display case. And same with these canopies. The canopies are never all that great to put on, so like I said, this one's about probably, what the hell with it. This one's pushing 5-6 years old. No, not 5-6, probably 4 years. Yeah, this one's probably about 4 years old. So, just to show you that I do have the proper pieces for it. It just, like I say, it just took a tumble inside the display case and did a header. But this is all done up in Vallejo paints. I did have this paint scheme took a lot of repaints. No, that's not Vallejo paint. That's actually Testors Model Master acrylic with Vallejo. All these primer colors are over the panel lines. That is Vallejo, but the primary colors is Testors acrylic, and this is a Vallejo. It's a Vallejo sand, which matches up perfectly with the Radon nose cone that the Germans use. So that's what that is. A few little odds and ends to it. I like it. I like the look of that heavily weathered scheme. Now let's take a look at the Germans' newest fighter. So there, guys, is the Phantom's replacement, the Eurofighter Typhoon. Now, this is not how you're going to see these jets right now. They're going to be almost pristine, perfectly clean, very little weathering, very little of anything on them. I wanted to build one that was at its 30-year end of its lifespan, just like that Phantom. So we're using basically an experimental camouflage that to my knowledge, that the Germans did not adopt on a very heavily weathered, heavily worn airframe. As you can see here, guys, all these lighter colors are actually primer marks from where the original coatings have wore off, blown off, oxidized off. I've scrubbed up the paint to make it look old and dirty. Lots of streaks, heavy panel line washes, really made it look rough. And I honestly kind of like this one too. This wasn't, if I recall, wasn't the greatest kit in the world to build. I think there were some fit issues, especially up around. There were some fit issues up around here and here, if I recall. But all in all, I'm quite happy with it. The level of detail in the bays are nice. The level of detail on the guns, chaff dispensers look good. The EMC pods and all the little sparrows or sidewinders or the missiles turned out well. All in all, it's quite a nice kit. Fairly nice interior detail. So there's another kit that I would recommend buying, guys. The 48 scale Revell Eurofighter. I've actually got another one downstairs, which I'm probably going to put in British markings. The only trouble with these new modern fighters that, for the most part, they're rocking the same color schemes, the same paint jobs with just different livery markings on it, which is kind of boring compared to the old days when every country had their own markings and every country had their own airplanes. There was none of this one international builders for the entire world, like kind of the way it is now. But anyway, there's another one for Old Vintage Week, boys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Later.